What's going on? It's your dog Art, man. All right, man. Give me 1 second. Gotta get shit situated, but I'm gonna wait till my people come here before we start cooking. All right, what's popping, man? What's popping, family? It's your dog Art, man. Great with another boxing conversation. Look, man, like I said, I be on multiple platforms, man. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I get the same comments on multiple platforms. It's basically, why don't you hate Devin Haney the way I hate Devin Haney? That's that really when you start talking to these guys and you just let them get out what they want to say, the conversation goes into, why don't you hate Devin Haney the way I hate Devin Haney? And I gotta remind them, like, dog, all the points that you be making about Devin Haney, trying to make it seem like he's a terrible fighter or he's not a good fighter, you're contradicting yourself, because the next fighter that you pick up be doing worse than Devin Haney. Like, the fact that these guys are trying to argue that it's a bad thing that Devin Haney won all 12 rounds against Ramirez is kind of like, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just that stupid. Like, the game is to get hit. I mean, to hit and not get hit. The man hit and hardly got hit and won all 12 rounds. But that is considered a problem. We have fans today who can't even, and this is why I had to make that post on Twitter, because I really had to just sit there and think about it. Like, hold on. You got people who don't even know how to fight, don't know how to throw a jab, haven't been in the gym in like how long, and they're going to sit here and tell me and critique Devin Haney on what he's doing. And I'm like, dog, I at this point, I can't stop. I can't listen to you guys talk about this shit no more, because it's annoying. You motherfuckers don't know how to do none of the shit that you ask for the fighters to do, or even how to. You don't even know how to instruct someone how to do it. It's, oh, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that Dev didn't risk his health going there and take some punches from Ramirez. Bro, you know what it is, man. What it really is, man. They want to be right so bad. Boxing Twitter and boxing fans, they want to be right so bad. They want to be right. They want to say that Haney is a failed fighter and he's chinny. They want all that shit to be true. But it's not true. It's not true. They want us to keep the energy from, you know, the Ryan Garcia situation. They don't want us to talk about Ryan Garcia and how shitty he looked and how fucking whack he looked on Friday night. They want to talk about Haney's performance. They want Dev to fight like Taylor and Serrano, which is stupid. And this is why I named the title uh is Dev in his money made era, in his money made bag. And the reason why I say this is because he's now in a position where boxing fans are picking him to lose. They're picking him to lose because they say he don't have no power, or he runs too much. Doesn't that sound like the Money Mayweather era, Floyd Mayweather? And please hear me out when I say the Money Mayweather era. I'm not talking about Pretty Boy Floyd, the one that was knocking shit at 135, 140. I'm talking about the Money May era, the guy that you say brittle hands and he's a runner and he focuses on defense. That guy. Let's bring it back to that. You see, fans, I don't know if they like if like, you know, they got bumped in the head or something and they forgot, you know, their memory just went bad, or they smoking wrong tree and their memory's gone, or they got Alzheimer's or something like that. But they forget that in boxing, there's more ways to win a fight than just knocking out your opponent or even hurting your opponent. You got to be able to hit and not get hit. This is what this sport is about, the sweet science. It's not about going in there and getting your fucking brains knocked in for pennies. Nah, that shit is for the birds, man. It's for the fucking birds, man. I want to get mad at Devin Haney because he got some defense now. Because listen to the conversation today and then listen to the conversation last year today. So last year they said, well, Dev, he's dumb. He's an idiot. He's an idiot because he couldn't keep his right hand up. He went in there and he got dropped. He tried to trade with Ryan Garcia and he got dropped. Peds or not. Peds or not. You know, that's their favorite line. Peds or not. He got dropped. He got dropped. That's their favorite fucking line. But here we are, fast forward today. The man is hitting and not getting hit. And he's using lateral movement and he's boxing. Oh, I don't like that from Devin Haney. He's gonna bore me. He's gonna bore me forever. I can't support Devin Haney. Like you bitch ass niggas was supporting him to begin with. That'd be the funny part. It really be the funny part. It'd be the same people who were criticizing him and critiquing him, talking about they'll never forget how Devin Haney looked against Ryan. Be the same people talking about I'm never gonna support him because he chose to put his health first and not get embarrassed or hurt against Ramirez. Stupid ass niggas, man. Look. And niggas be trying to tell me something, bro. First of all, you can't tell me shit. You can't tell me a motherfucking thing because the only opinion I follow is my own. Only opinion I follow is my own. If I hear something that's logical and I can agree with it, I agree with it. I rock with it. But I'm not gonna be out here listening to you dumbass niggas tell me anything. Niggas don't even got no profile pictures. Niggas be having Sugar Ray Robinson profile pictures with 10 fucking followers and try to tell me what the fuck I should be doing or who I should be listening to. Bitch ass nigga, I'm talking to you lame ass niggas on Twitter. Stop fucking adding me, bro. Stop adding me. Stop talking to me. Nigga, if you ain't talking about Art Man Apparel, stop talking to me. Lame ass niggas. Want to talk about, well, Art Man is just the biggest delusional man. Nigga, you got 10 followers, nigga, with a Sugar Ray Robinson picture, trying to tell me about anything. Nigga, shut up, nigga. The fuck wrong with these lame ass niggas? Hit and not get hit. It's not run and not get hit. Floyd fought in the pocket. Yeah, Floyd did fight in the pocket. He definitely did fight in the pocket, and his defense was on point. But there was many times where Floyd actually used the ring to his advantage. Said, tell them niggas to cry more. Yeah, nigga, tell them niggas fucking cry. Cry more, pussy. Fucking mad at my fucking Art Man doesn't know what he's talking about. Art Man, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. Because one thing for sure, you put me in a boxing ring with you, let's see what happens. Exactly, Mr. Art Man don't know boxing. You put me in a boxing ring with you, let's see what happens. Let's see if I know boxing and you know boxing. Bitch ass nigga. That's what we trying to tell my trolls, like, man, shut up. Shut up. Niggas can't never bust a grape and damn their fucking life and they want to talk about what the fuck what Devin needs to do in the fucking ring. So salute my bro, Crying Ryan shirt loaded. Yeah, that shit's loading. It's loading. I got you, brother. You gonna love that shit. I got you on both shirts, man. Just give me about a week or two. I got you. He said they're not skilled and want Dev to fight at their non-skilled level. Like, what? Like, what? You want Dev to go in there on some rock'em sock'em robot shit for your entertainment just so you can say, hi, that nigga's stupid. He got dropped. Niggas ain't listening to that shit no more. We ain't listening to that dumbass shit. I'm not even no super Devin Haney fan, which makes it crazy. You think I'm a super Devin Haney fan? It's because I'm pointing out the the fucking contradiction. This is one fighter that y'all overly criticize. Y'all overly criticize Devin. That's why I have to say something, because I'm a boxing fan. And I'm like, hold on, I noticed that every fighter can get a pass, or not every fighter, every non-black fighter can get a pass. But when Devin do something, it's a fucking problem. We just seen a Nui get floored. He get dropped by a nigga who literally drive Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. And niggas want to get mad when we use their same logic and say, oh, well, that nigga's chinny because he got dropped. These niggas want to tell you, they want to break down the definition of being chinny when it comes to that shit. But quick to tell you, oh, nigga, Peds or not, Dev got dropped. Well, nigga, Peds or not, I knew he got dropped by a fucking Uber driver. And niggas say, think I'm supposed to spare him? Oh, no, I'm not supposed to speak on that. Fuck out of here. Nigga, fuck out of here, man. Boots get hit too much. Boots get hit too much. Anui got dropped several times. That's not a problem. And I like Anui. I like Anui, but we gotta call it out. Gotta call it out. Sipping my morning tea, smoking my morning joints, very peaceful. On this Saturday, we got a night full of boxing. I can't wait to see my brother Lubin fight, my Haitian brother Lubin. Niggas talk about, ooh, Arbad, all he cares about FBA fighters. Lubin ain't FBA, and I rock with Lubin. That's my Haitian brother. I'm rocking with him. I want to see him do good tonight. I can't wait to see that fight. Shout out to Lubin. Said, if you didn't know who Haney was and just saw that fight, you'll want your money back. First of all, a lot of you niggas didn't even spend money on the fight. And then second of all, Haney wasn't the main event. He wasn't with the top of the bill. Remember, niggas wouldn't let me live. Y'all wouldn't let me live a day without knowing that, ooh, look at Turkey. He rewarded Ryan with the top of the bill. Remember that? So it's not Haney's job. It's not Haney's job to sell the fight to you niggas. It was Ryan's job to sell the fight to you niggas. And guess what? Didn't he end up throwing less punches than Devin Haney? That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas, like, whenever you guys use your logic to try to hate on Haney, and then when we flip it back on you, it becomes oh, you niggas are you just ride Haney. You just ride. No, dumbass nigga. You guys told me for the fucking last couple months that Ryan Garcia is the top of the bill. And how do you feel about that? He's the headliner. How do you feel about that? Well, nigga, being the headliner is the headliner's job to fucking sell the fucking fight and have an entertaining fight. Don't tell me about what the co-main did. Tell me about what the main event did. Tell me about that. And here's my thing. The reason why I'm not over-critical of Devin Haney's last performance, because I understand everything that transpired. I understand that Devin Haney fought a guy that was on performance-enhancing drugs, and he dropped him 3 times, and he hurt Dev in that fight, getting dropped multiple times by somebody that's on 2 performance-enhancing drugs. And then he has a whole year layoff, the longest layoff of his career. And then he's going against a fucking power puncher, former unified champion. Yeah, the fucking former unified champion's coming off a loss, but he's still been active, still strong, still bigger than Haney physically. And then Dev goes in there to manage. He happens to fucking win a 12-round fight, all 12 rounds. Yeah, he could have threw more punches, but I wasn't expecting him to go in there and try to do the exact same thing that had him on his ass last fight, which is go in there and try to trade with a power puncher. Right? Why would I expect him to do something that cost him the fucking fight, like y'all say? Why would I expect that? No, I expected Devin to go in there and fucking perform and do what he had to do to fucking win the fight and fight his fight. Yeah, I'm on the timeline. Yeah, talking my shit. Damn, TKO. I'm talking my shit because that's what I do. I like to promote I like to laugh and get people riled up about the shit. So what? So fucking what? But Haney went in there and fucking did what he had to do. He won 12 rounds. 12 rounds. Nigga. You know how bad it is for you to go through a 6-week camp and not win one round in a 30-some minute fight? You hear me? You hear me? You know how bad it is for you to train hard, lift weights, cut weight, motherfucker, hit the bag, time, you know what I'm saying? All them days and nights in the gym sweating, your coach giving you words of encouragement and motivation, and you go in there in a fight and you ain't win now one round against a nigga that's supposed to be a wounded animal? Do you know how bad that is? But y'all want to tell me that Haney was bad. Haney won the fight and his performance was worse than Ramirez, the nigga who fucking lost. I ain't hear shit now about what the fuck Ramirez need to fix. How the fuck you couldn't beat a wounded animal? Nigga, how the fuck you couldn't beat a dude coming off a layoff and he just got dropped fucking 3 times? How you couldn't win a round against that nigga? But they want to talk about Dev's performance? No, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Ramirez. How you can't cut in your big age, like they say, the young niggas say, your big age and all your experience of being a boxer, how the fuck you can't cut off the damn ring? So I don't believe anyone liked Haney before. They just don't like Haney. They don't like Haney at all. And here's my thing with Haney performance. I'm not saying it's the best Haney's performance. So I don't know why people run around making it seem like, oh, y'all just like Haney, so y'all insane. No, we understand that's not his best performance, but we do understand he did what he had to do to win the fight. And we do understand that is not normally how he fights. We do understand that he's coming off a layoff. So I'm trying to tell these that I could see if Devin Haney fought like that at every fucking fight. Bro, this man just gave y'all several fucking great fights. Entertaining fights. Nigga, I thought his last fight was entertaining. I thought the last fight before that was entertaining. I thought the last fight before the last fight was entertaining. Haney versus Loma, entertaining. Regis versus Haney, entertaining. Haney versus Garcia, entertaining. Oh, the fight that he comes back after being cheated. Oh, he's taking his time and he's shaking off the ring rust. And you niggas is judging that off that like that's the fucking like that. He's been fighting like that his entire career. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I just be laughing at you niggas to what want to call me a Haney fan or whatever, Haney writer or whatever. But you niggas over here over criticizing this nigga. Like y'all wasn't just saying he's a dumbass for trying to trade with Ryan Garcia. So now he's whack because he listened to y'all. Y'all said he needs to pick up that right hand. Y'all shared videos and memes of niggas keeping their right hand up like this. He go in the fight and do that. He does exactly that. And that's a problem. That's why it's like you can never please these fans. But who was there even pleased? These fat ass niggas on the timeline, I be seeing y'all profile pictures and shit like that. And that's why some of you niggas be hiding around Abby's, because you niggas is fat, sloppy, potato chip, pop drinking, cigarettes smoking, fucking fat ass niggas on the timeline talking shit. What are you niggas doing? I be posting, bro, y'all see me on the timeline. I be in the gym working hard. I be hitting the bag, all that type of shit. And don't just say I go to a fitness gym. I go to my fucking boxing gym all the time. My niggas is Sir Gym, SIR Gym out here in St. Paul. They know me. They know Art, man. Fuck you talking about? What you niggas doing? I be the only nigga posting shit on the timeline. Fat ass niggas, what y'all be doing? Niggas out here listening to boxing advice from Two-Tone and shit. These niggas is fat. Ego in them. Fat ass niggas, man. And I'm not just saying that fat niggas can't have good boxing. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying, look, these niggas don't have no history in the sport of boxing and they're out of shape. And these are the guys that you want to listen to when it comes to what a fighter should be doing or how he should be doing it. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. Dev dominated a tune-up fight. He'll get back. Man, let the man shake off the ring rust. He did that. And niggas talking about his confidence. Nigga, bro. Do y'all not understand his next fight is Ryan Garcia? His next fight is against Ryan Garcia. So y'all want him to show out in that? Oh, yeah, they don't want that fight. Remember? These niggas, they so confused. They don't want that Ryan Garcia fight. They say Devin Haney, he doesn't have no confidence. Nigga, let that fight happen. We'll see Devin Haney's confidence. We'll see if he's jittery. We'll see if he's shaken up. Boy, shit. Said, bruh, Gabe Rosado. Fuck it, nigga. Gabe Rosado. This nigga got more losses than I got fingers, nigga. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check that shit to be accurate. I ain't check that nigga shit. Let me check that shit to be accurate. Hold on. Box rec. Gabe Rosado box rec. Whack ass nigga. Every time I seen Gabe Rosado, he was getting whooped. If I seen Gabe Rosado on my motherfucking screen, he was getting cooked. Look at this shit. Look at this. 17 fucking L's, nigga. He has more losses than I have fingers, nigga. So what are you talking about, bro? Talking about he needs to do, bro. What? Gabe Rosado trying to tell an undisputed champion what the fuck he should be doing in the ring is fucking crazy. And niggas is like, Gabe is right. Gabe is right. A bunch of non-boxing ass niggas talking about Gabe is right. Fuck out of here, man. I ain't listen to you. You know my motherfucking grandpa said, you listen to niggas that's doing better. You don't listen to niggas that ain't doing shit. You don't listen to these dumbass niggas, man. You gotta listen to niggas who's on they shit, nigga. You don't listen to no stupid ass nigga tell you, because they'll have your ass looking stupid out here. 17 losses, 1 draw. Got knocked out 4 times. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Don't tell me about what the fuck a nigga should be doing besides how to lose. Nigga, Philly is a boxing town, nigga. And you the worst nigga from there. What the fuck you talking about? Nigga, you so trash, nigga, you even lost in a movie, bro. They casted you and said, oh, this nigga is the perfect loser. They said Gabe Rosado's the perfect loser, so let's cast him to lose in this fucking fight. Shit. Consistent loser. Want to compare Devin Haney to fucking Amanda Serrano, who fucking just lost. Like I said on Twitter, man, you can't convince me that winning 12 rounds is bad. You just can't. It may not be pretty, but it's not bad. It may not be entertaining, satisfying, enjoyable, but you can't say it was bad. You can't say it's bad. That's the thing. You can say, oh, I don't like how he did. Oh, I don't like the outfit. I don't like. It don't matter. It does not matter because he won. He won. And guess what? You guys are going to continue watching him. You know why? Because y'all don't like him. And y'all want to see him lose. Y'all want to see, nigga, if y'all can go out and watch Karen versus Boots 2, and I ain't trying to shit on Boots, but if you can watch Karen versus Boots 2 after seeing Karen in the first fight, you gonna sit your ass down and watch Devin Haney's next fight. You gonna watch the next fight because you're gonna want to see if somebody can beat him. Because you're a hater. You don't like him. You want to see if he's gonna lose. And this is why I'm saying comparing him to the Money Mayweather era, because you may not like his style. You may not like what he does. You may not like him. So you're gonna pay to watch him lose. You're gonna pay in anticipation that he lose. And that's Dev. He just has to capitalize it. He just has to capitalize it. That's why I be trying to tell him. Because I sit back as a fan. I'm a fan, right? but I'm not the fighter. So I can say all this, but it's up to the fighter to do all that. It's up to the fighter to perform. So I'll tell Dev personally, like, bro, you know, saying certain things that you got to capitalize off. You got to capitalize off this hate, my guy. Like that villain shit, they made you the villain. Capitalize off that shit because they're gonna pay. They're gonna bet so much money on you to lose, and the odds maker might be putting it in them niggas' favor. And niggas who's betting on you gonna win every time if you go out there and capitalize and you perform. Best part about it, man. Best part of boxing. Best part about boxing is that niggas can say whatever. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. But nigga, it's not up to the fans. It's up to the fighter. You go in there and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck around and win all 12 rounds. Said when I watch boxing, I want to see the 4 criteria in the ring. Dev displayed that. That's my thing. When I watch boxing, I just don't want to see 2 sloppy ass niggas punching their fucking head in. Nigga, if I wanted to go see that shit, I would go to the bar and pay some motherfucking local fat heads and say, hey, nigga, I'll give you a couple dollars and some aluminum foil if you punch each other in the fucking head with no defense. If I wanted to see that shit, I'll do that. That's what I would do. I'll go to the strip and give 2 fucking fat heads some cash and some aluminum foil to beat each other heads in. That's not what I want to see. I want to see skill displayed. I want to see niggas slipping punches, rolling punches, fucking uppercut, roll that motherfucker, sidestep. You know what I'm saying? Double, like my guy Boots did against Stanley. He stepped back twice, and then came back with an uppercut right on the money, and he looked him right in his eye while he was doing it. I want to see niggas thinking in there. I want to see skill. I want to see skill, technique, nigga. I don't want to just see brute fucking niggas beating each other's brains in. I don't care about that shit. I'll be watching bare knuckle boxing if I wanted to see that shit. The fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? Bar fighting and shit. I want to see niggas get a concussion and shit. Nigga, I want to see niggas slip punches, roll punches, hit, not get hit. Niggas talking about Conor Ben versus Eubank better than Tank versus Roach. I don't think so, in my opinion. I don't think so. In my opinion, I like Tank versus Roach better because I seen skill. I seen both of them niggas throw fast ass punches, dodge, weave. I seen niggas get countered. That was skill on the highest level right there. That's skill. Haney versus Lomachenko. I like watching fights like that. Haney versus Lomachenko, one of the best fights I've seen in modern boxing because both guys had skills. It wasn't just niggas not throwing. He punched him back, and niggas' head just bobbling like that. I don't care about that type of shit. And then Shakur fans want to talk about this shit. Nigga, Shakur fans talking about Devin Haney. Nigga, Ramirez versus Haney was not worse than Edwin De Los Santos versus Shakur. Let's not talk about that. So y'all niggas need to sit down. Said Connor and Chris, that was some bum fights. And I like motherfucking Chris. But he was drained in that fight. A solid fucking Eubank would have beat the shit out of that dude with skill. But he was fucking drained and he was fighting off that shit. Slow grade shit. Slow grade, man. I like seeing skill, technique, man. Niggas talking about running. Nigga, cut the ring off, nigga. Cut the ring off. Your opponent is going this way. You see him going this way. What do? You go that way too. You see your opponent going this way. What do? You go that way that he's going. You go in the direction that he's going to go in. You trap him in the corner. You throw punches. You don't just throw wild punches. You set him up. You make sure you fake him out. You feint him. Oh, he's gonna go right. He's gonna fake like he's gonna go that way. Well, I'm gonna catch him right there. Oh, next thing you know, I got him trapped in the corner. I'm sticking my jab out. Jab, stick it. And then I'm hitting with combinations. He's pinned to the corner. That's how you do a nigga like that. You supposed to walk a nigga down, but you anticipate where the nigga's gonna go. You don't fucking chase him. I'ma just chase him. That's what these dumbass, flat-foot ass Mexican fighters be doing. I'ma just chase him. No, nigga, you're supposed to cut the ring off. Cut the ring off. Oh, you going this way? Go. Oh. Nigga, you're in the corner now. I'm ripping that shit to your body. Where you going? I'm hitting you in your body. I'm slowing you down. Nigga, I'm not that old. I'm 30, but I still remember OGs, what they say. Nigga moving too much, tag him to the body. Stick his body. Them legs gonna be gone. He ain't gonna be running nowhere. He gonna be standing right there. You cut that ring off and you wail on his body so his legs don't go nowhere. That's what I remember. But you got these 2007 ass babies, you know what I'm saying, talking about what the fuck boxers need to be doing, and that's running. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You ain't never seen a Sugar Ray fight in your life, nigga. You ain't never seen Muhammad Ali fight. You ain't even do no arc. You ain't do no research, no nothing, nigga. Quick AI watching ass niggas. These niggas ain't really studying the sport. That's why these stupid ass niggas be looking stupid as shit when Ryan Garcia looked fucking crazy in the ring on Friday. Go try that shit with Benavidez. Try that running shit with Benavidez. Try it with Benavidez. Benavidez will cut that fucking ring. I'll tell you that. I tell you that. So I told them niggas. Said Benavidez is a master. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you niggas not gonna sit here in my face and make it seem like the nigga that's quote unquote running, he's the problem, but you ain't cutting off the fucking ring. Think I'm supposed to give you a sympathy win? A sympathy pass, nigga? Canelo really should have lost that fight, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Judges don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All judges see is this nigga couldn't cut the ring off. Want to be in my fucking inbox. Oh, I don't like the fact that Haney did this. Haney fought all jittery. He was scared. He was so scared that he won all 12 fucking rounds. Let's put it in that perspective. Haney was so scared of Ramirez that he won all 12 rounds. He fought scared because he won all 12 rounds. So that's fighting scary. It doesn't make any sense, right? See how stupid that sounds? He was so scared that he won every single round. Imagine just somebody just laying the facts on paper, you know what I'm saying, black and white. And you're looking at it. You ain't know who Devin Haney or Ramirez is. And somebody tells you, you know, the rules, the scoring of boxing and all that. And they show you that, hey, man, this guy won every single round. And then someone tells you that, hey, but he was scared. What do you think that person going to say? Well, damn, that's one brave, scared nigga because he won all fucking 12 rounds. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But I can see, and here's my thing. It's not like I'm just so blinded to Dev that I just don't understand what you guys are trying to say. Yeah, I do understand that what you're saying, that it wasn't entertaining for you because Devin didn't go out there and stop Ramirez, or he didn't engage in a way where he could have got himself hurt or dropped. I get it. I totally understand that argument. But guess what? This nigga's coming off a fucking long layoff. This nigga just came from fighting a nigga that we all seen that, as we can see, the nigga was on PEDs. Yeah. He just came from fighting that nigga and got dropped, right? He just had a long layoff. Damn, a nigga can't be human? A nigga can't be rough. And here's the thing. Niggas want to be like, oh, he ain't Mayweather. You can't compare him to Mayweather. But y'all niggas is sure holding Devin Haney to some motherfucking Mayweather standards, aren't y'all? They say don't compare Devin Haney to Mayweather, but they are holding this nigga to some Mayweather fucking standards, man. If I'm cooking, y'all hit that Cash App. Hit that Cash App, $ Artman the motherfucking great. And artmanapparel.com. These niggas on here talking about some. These niggas talking about some, yeah. Dev's not like Floyd. He's not like Floyd. Why are you holding him to Floyd standards, nigga? Y'all telling me something, bro. Y'all indirectly telling me something. Let me be real. You niggas is indirectly telling me that y'all view him as somebody from the Mayweather-esque, the Mayweather cloth. Y'all know that. And of course, none of these niggas are Mayweather. You can never be Mayweather. Allah can never make another Mayweather. But you'll be a fool if you say these niggas aren't the student of Mayweather. And I don't, and here's the thing. I don't like non-black people telling me that I can't compare young black American fighters to black American legends. Like, who are you? Nigga, you're not even from my culture. How are you gonna tell me that I can't compare a Shakur or Tank or Haney or any of these niggas to some great fighters from back in the day, or Sugar Ray Leonard? Like, nigga, you're not even from my culture. Yeah, okay. He said Dev fought my favorite way because he took no punishment and made his fighters and casuals say he's like boring, snooze fest, blah blah blah. He was getting hate before becoming undisputed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I actually do like that. I do like the haters being upset. Oh, I don't like the fact that he did this. I don't like it. I like that shit because first of all, fuck y'all. Fuck all of y'all. And that's what I be saying on Twitter. Like, I'm to a point where it's like, nigga, if you not Art Man, if you ain't fucking with Art Man Apparel, Art Man the Great, it's fuck you. That's how I'm feeling because I'm listening to you niggas comments and just seeing how stupid you niggas is. Like the whole Ryan Garcia PED situation, seeing all you niggas cap for him, it just makes me want. It makes me on some like I can't fuck with you niggas. Besides you niggas in the chat, I rock with all my folks supporting Art Man Apparel and just rock with me in general. But these niggas online, these goofy ass niggas who's defending this whole PED situation, bro, it makes me not even. I don't even respect you niggas. I can't even talk to you niggas like how I'm talking to my people in the chat because you niggas is real life stupid. I can't take you niggas seriously. Y'all said PEDs don't matter. It's not even just Dev. You niggas said performance enhancing drugs don't matter. So what can I even take you niggas serious? How can I even take y'all seriously these days? I can't. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. But yeah, this whole Dev's boring shit, y'all really showing him, y'all really showing him that hey man, you're doing something right. Because the more hate that he's getting, more eyes are on him, regardless. And y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna keep on paying in anticipation that he loses. Just like y'all did Money Mayweather. Not Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm talking about Money Mayweather. You said Tank reminds me of Durant. I can compare who I want to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look. They tell black fans, you can't compare black American fighters of today to black American fighters of the past. Why not? Why the fuck I can't? I ain't saying that they better, or I'm not saying that they fight exactly alike, but I can say, yeah, the way Devin was moving, circling around the ring, kind of reminds me of Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, I can say that. These niggas be acting like that's blasphemy, but they want to turn around and say, "Oh well, I agree with Bob Arum. Bob Arum says Lomachenko is better than Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali." Like, what the fuck? Y'all got more smoke for that, for us, but y'all got smoke for that. Say you can't say nothing to somebody that think like that. Yeah, you really can't say nothing to somebody who believes that performance enhancing drugs does not enhance your performance. What you say? No, I disagree. Devin's not in his Money Mayweather bag. You can disagree if you want. Consider my opinion just an opinion from a complete stranger online. Said not even close. Hey, you can disagree. And here's my thing. I'm not saying folks got to understand when you're comparing, when I'm comparing. I'm not saying that Devin is Floyd Mayweather. You can never be another Floyd Mayweather. Never. But I'm saying that he is taking some pages from Floyd Mayweather's book, which is fighting in your style and winning convincingly, unanimously, right? While the fans are saying, we don't like it, you're boring. Is that not something that Floyd Mayweather did? Man, I didn't heard it. I didn't heard it. Floyd can't punch. Floyd's boring. His fight was boring because he can't punch. Oh, this puncher's gonna beat him. This puncher's gonna beat him. And then you put your money on that puncher against Floyd, and the guy that you say can't punch, he reminds y'all stupid asses that, hey, hey, you can win a fight without fucking knocking a guy out. So they stuck in high school mentality. Floyd embraced being the villain, and he wins fights how he wanted to. And that's one thing that made Floyd great, because it's not just about your physical, it's about up here. Floyd knew he was getting older. He knew he couldn't do the same things that he was doing when he was fighting at 135 and 140. So he said, you know what? I'm going to use this up here. I'm going to use this. My legs still work. My defense is on point. I'm just going to embarrass these guys. I ain't going to go out there and fucking try to knock this nigga out. Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that? I done seen nigga, they didn't criticize me when I was knocking niggas out. Why would I do that? And these niggas still paying to see. All I got to do is just embrace this villain role and have a hell of a press conference, have a hell of a mouthpiece. These niggas gonna come and pay to see me lose, and I'm gonna fight my fight and win. Oh nah, yeah, that's that Money Mayweather shit right there. Fighting your fight, winning convincingly, pissing off the fans. Niggas acting like niggas loved Floyd when he was on top. Bro, y'all did not love Floyd. I'm not talking about you specifically, Eddie ATL, but I'm talking about fans in general. Y'all niggas did not love Floyd when he was on top. Y'all didn't. Y'all said the same shit y'all saying about Dev. He can't punch. He's chinny. He's running. That running shit, we heard that starting around Mayweather. And niggas talking about you can't compare that? Said Floyd not a runner, did he? Yeah, I know, but they still called that running. They still called that running. Still called that running, nigga. But you know, it is what it is, man. You can't please everybody, man. You can't please, and that's why I'm laughing at this shit, bro. Niggas be thinking I'm on the timeline mad, angry, want to fight and shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I just be laughing at you niggas, though. Because y'all be so worked up. Oh, my God. I don't like the way he just last fought. But you liked it better when he was losing. When it was perceived that he had an L to fucking Ryan at the time. That's what y'all loved. Y'all like that. Fuck out of here. Can't please these fat potato chip eating ass niggas online. Fat ass niggas, man. You niggas let a fat ass nigga tell you Ostarine didn't do shit. Bro, I'm talking about Two Tone. I just added him on Twitter. I just retweeted something actually. These niggas talking about some Benavidez back in the gym. And I retweeted that shit. I said, nigga, when are you hitting the gym? Nigga? Fuck you talking about, man? Like you guys be letting fat ass niggas tell you performance enhancing drugs don't do shit. Y'all believe that shit. Man. Said Floyd produced over $1 billion in his career, which means people wanted to see him run. Shakur asking for handouts. No, Shakur getting money. He getting money. These niggas getting money. And that's the thing. Why you niggas? I can't even question these niggas. These niggas is making money now. These niggas is making money now. So these racist, toxic fans don't even go to the gym. That's what I'm saying, brother Stephen X. That's what I'm saying, brother Stephen X. These niggas is not even going to the gym. These niggas not in shape. Never throw a punch. Can't even take a punch. Nigga don't know how to throw a body shot, nigga. These niggas be getting winded walking up the stairs, bro. And they want to tell you that ostarine don't matter. Man. Only fat nigga I'm listening to talking about boxing is Bo Mac. Straight up. Only fat motherfucker I'm listening to talk about some boxing is Bo Mac. I ain't listening to you niggas. If you ain't Bo Mac, nigga, you fat, you talking about boxing, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Said Floyd never had to fight with least punches thrown. Floyd ain't never fought a fucking power puncher that was on the pads. What are you talking about? I'm not saying Devin Haney is Floyd. I don't know how I keep on reminding you niggas. I'm not saying Devin Haney is Floyd. You can never be Floyd. There can never be another Floyd. Allah never make another Floyd, nigga. Can never be another Floyd. But hold on, he said if Ryan don't happen next, who would you like to see Dev fight? And that's what I'm saying. Dev is in a real good position, bro. These niggas thought it was over. That's why I try to tell these lame ass niggas. That whole celebration of Ryan Garcia cheating Devin Haney. I said, nigga, enjoy that shit right now. Because that shit is not going to last long. Dev has hella options right now, bro. Because regardless of people said his style was whack and they didn't like it, there's niggas that they want to see beat him. So guess what? If he's fighting these niggas, they're going to pay to watch it. Devin Haney versus Conor Ben. You tell me you wouldn't watch that shit? Y'all wouldn't watch Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez? Y'all wouldn't watch Devin Haney versus Rolly? Y'all wouldn't watch Devin Haney versus Brian Domer Jr.? Y'all wouldn't watch Devin Haney versus the winner of Manny Pacquiao versus Barrios? Talking about boring. Boy, that nigga's in a good position right now. You know who's not in a good position? Mr. I just got done crying in the fucking car. Ryan Garcia. He's not in a good spot right now. Said, Art, what's the word, nigga? We out here, nigga. We still smoking on that ostarine pack, nigga. Never forget. 1 week ago, 1 week ago, Ryan Garcia got dropped by a fucking rolling and lost to UD. I ain't forget. Said, yeah, we will watch it, but Dev ain't fighting none of them. How you know that? How you know that? When has Dev dunked a nigga? And that's what I'm saying. Niggas just be projecting. Niggas just be projecting. When the last time you seen Devin Haney dunk a nigga? Dev try to go face forward and fight your man Tank. Remember? Oh yeah, blame Snack. Nigga ain't. That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't hate this nigga, bro. I'm sorry. Niggas be wanting. They be on some art, man. Why don't you hate Haney like we hate Haney? I can't, dog, because what the fuck has this nigga done wrong in the sport of boxing? What has he done wrong in the sport of boxing, bro? He's become the youngest undisputed champion in a division that has no clarity today. Niggas is all over the place today. Talking about, I don't want to fight my brother. I want to fight my blooder. Got niggas pulling up niggas from 130. That nigga embarrassed him. Now his ass in hiding. But they want to talk about why don't you hate Devin Haney? Nigga, fuck out of here. Why don't you hate a nigga that's that became undisputed and became a champion at 140. Now he talking about he's trying to dominate another division. That's not even his natural weight class, like y'all say. It's not even his weight class. He moved up, right? But y'all want me to hate on that. But y'all want me to support a nigga crying in the fucking car after taking performance-enhancing drugs, talking about fuck niggas and fuck Muslims. Like, what? You think I'm gonna support that? Or a nigga who just brought up a fighter from 130. He just got embarrassed, taking knees. Should have been disqualified if we being real. And now this nigga in hiding, supposed to be fighting on Juneteenth, but that shit got pushed back. Nigga, I'm supposed to be, nigga, all in for that. But I ain't supposed to be supporting this young brother and his father, independent hustling out here. I ain't supposed to support that. They be on some argument, why don't you hate Haney like the way I do? I just can't, bro. I can't. Because what is he doing wrong? What is the young man doing wrong in the sport of boxing? He out here smoking and drinking and motherfucking missing weight and losing his belt because of fucking missing weight. But y'all label him the weight bully. What is he doing wrong? What is the young dude doing wrong? He just told y'all he's been transparent. He gonna fight Ramirez, and now he wants to fight the guy that y'all said pads or not. Pads or not. What's up with that shit? You the same niggas talking about y'all don't want to see it no more. Why is that? Why y'all want to see the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight no more? Because Dev won his fight? Is that what you want to tell me? You don't want to see Ryan versus Dev no more because Dev won his fight and Ryan lost his fight? Nah, nigga, you don't want to see it no more because you don't want to see Dev fucking outclass Ryan Garcia like how he was supposed to the first time. Said it ain't it's common sense and logic. Nigga, no, nah, it's not common sense. It's not common sense. And I'm not emotional. Nigga, I ain't emotional. Nigga, I'm over here smoking that good Osterine pack. Nigga, I'm feeling good, nigga. Artbedapparel.com is doing good, nigga. I got clients booking me up for the whole month, nigga. I ain't emotional. Fuck you talking about. I just sit back and laugh at you niggas. I sit back and laugh. Because y'all really sat here and said, we're supposed to judge a fighter and hate a nigga because he got cheated. You think I'm supposed to support that shit, nigga? I ain't supporting that shit, nigga. I'm not from that cloth, nigga. I'm a real nigga, man. Nigga, I learned from real niggas, man. You see my motherfucking Twitter. Who I got in the header? Me, nigga. Me dapping up, nigga. The honorable neighborhood Nipsey Hustle, nigga. I learned from real niggas, man. Real independent niggas. We don't hate on niggas that's independent. We don't hate on niggas like Bill Haney and his son got it out the mud, nigga. He talking about I sacrificed. I got myself out the game so I could put my son in the game in position to win, bro. Bill Haney, you think I'm supposed to hate on some shit like that? Nah, nigga, I salute other hustlers. It's you fatherless niggas mad at these niggas shining. Damn, need to separate from his father. What the fuck he need to separate from his father for? Nigga, his father put him in position to make millions. Nigga, what your father do? Your father told you he was going to the store to get some milk and some cigarettes. He ain't never came back. Fuck you talking about, but you want to be mad at a nigga who put his son in position to make millions. Fuck out of here, man. Somebody told me, why y'all always bringing that shit up? Because it's true. Because you don't expect no nigga with no stand-up dad in their life to hate on a father. And even nigga, are you niggas fathers yourselves? Because any real father wouldn't hate on what the fuck Bill Haney is doing for his son. Fuck wrong with you? I don't like the fact that he's talking for his son. He needs to let his son talk. Nigga, he's his promoter. Stupid ass. Niggas forget that shit. Said now people fatherless, nigga. Yeah, you know that shit true. You know that shit true. Hold on, let me drop the link. Come chop it up with me. 2 Cents Boxing. Come chop it up with me. There the link go right there. We can have a conversation. Say they predators, bro. They want to separate them to exploit them. I want to separate him from the foundation. I would have separated him, put him in position to win. Yo, What's going on, man?
Yo, what's good?
So how you feeling, man? Because I see you in the comment section saying that I'm emotional and we got no logic. Can you explain to me how I don't have no logic?
I was speaking to people in the chat. I wasn't talking to you personally, but when I'm saying emotional, everything or every opposing opinion somebody have is hate. And it's like it's not about hate. Like this is my opinion and I'm just using logic and common sense of what I'm seeing and I'm making an opinion about it. Just because I don't agree with you don't mean I'm hating. Just because Dev and
Let's
his
let's let,
father
let's
work
talk about
together. Hold on, you said let me
let's
I'm
talk
not
about
finished. Hold on, don't cut
let's
me
talk
off
about
when I
something
finish.
specific though.
No,
Something specific.
but y'all don't want to hear talking about the general. Okay, what you want to talk about?
Something specific that I'm emotional about. Your
Did you
opinion
hear
that I
what
disagree
I said?
that
I
I
wasn't
disagree about.
talking to you. I was talking to people in the chat. But then I was saying the when it comes off as emotional is when you just keep accusing everybody of hating because they don't agree with you.
On what though? Can you zero in on that? I want to know exactly what.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the hate? That's why I don't understand why you keep saying they're hating. Like, what is the hate? What about people that people are saying is hate? That's what I don't understand. That's
Okay,
why I say it's
okay,
emotional because where's the logic?
okay,
What's the
okay,
logic?
okay, okay. So if you don't want to be specific, I'll bring up a specific situation here.
Where's the logic?
So, for example, boxing fans just told us that Devin Haney is an idiot. He is a fool for engaging with Ryan Garcia, fighting him in the inside and keeping his right hand down. His next fight, when he comes back, he's not engaging heavy. He's using his legs. He's boxing, and he won every round, and he kept his right hand up. But that's considered a problem. And now, when I speak on that, is that considered being emotional and not using logic?
No. What I said was when you just keep referring everything to hate, what is hate? That's what I'm asking. What is the hate?
Hate is saying that Dev ain't shit and he ain't never gonna be shit and he needs to leave his dad. that's
Okay, that's
that's
not my
fucking
argument.
hate.
That's not my argument. So that's emotional too, but that's not my argument.
Okay, so I'm just saying. So what do you disagree with me on? I want to know, what do you disagree, because I have you on the mic. I want to know, what do you disagree with?
I was just giving my opinion in the chat. I don't necessarily the only thing I was disagreeing with you on is that you keep saying people having an opposing opinion about Devin is hate. That's what I disagree on. But if
Okay,
you're
so you can't you don't agree that a lot of this conversation are rooted in hate.
No, I think people feel like Devin Haney had a bad performance. I don't think that's hate. I agree with that. You ran around the
Wait, wait,
ring.
wait, wait, wait. Oh, yeah. How is winning all 12 rounds a bad performance?
Can you play bad and still win?
How, hold on, how is that a bad performance if he won all 12 rounds?
Can you perform bad and still win?
He won all 12 rounds. It's not like he won the fight split decision. He skated out of there. Nah, he won all 12 rounds. So it's
Can
not,
you okay, he won
so
all 12
I
rounds.
can't,
Can
I
you
can't
play
see,
bad and still win though? That's what I'm asking you.
but my rebuttal to that is I don't see anything that he did. What is bad? What is considered bad if he won 12 rounds?
Well, considering that you're in a fight and you only land 70 punches, some might argue that that's a bad performance. Now, boxing is very
Can you
subjective, so
argue that
everybody's entitled.
performance?
Hold
Can,
on. Boxing is very subjective, so everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And I'm of the opinion that if you land 70 punches in a fight, especially when I'm watching you in a fight, I'm watching you create the angles, I'm watching you not take the shots, I'm watching this guy be way slower than you and you don't take those opportunities, some could say that that's a bad performance.
but I would say I disagree because he won all rounds, every single round,
Now
every
the point, now this the
every.
point I'm trying to
I don't.
make, right?
Here's my, hold on 2 cents. I don't think that's really like sitting in people's heads. He won every single round. This game is a point system game. It's not just a knockout or you have to please the fans game. He won
Well,
every
boxing is
single
not a
round.
point system game. That's not professional boxing. That's the amateurs. Boxing is scored on a criteria. If you want to
It's
win by
still
points, you can
when
fight
I
in
say
amateur.
points, when I'm saying points, he's racking up rounds and scoring and
That's
landing.
fine. That's fine.
So how is that a problem? How is that bad? That's like
But the,
saying yeah, the fucking Spurs is boring as shit because these niggas ain't throwing alley oops, but they're winning every round. They're winning every fucking every game, every championship. How is that bad?
and this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? Boxing is somebody got to mute. They got an echo. Boxing is very subjective. You think he had a good performance because he won all 12 rounds. I don't think he had a good performance because he didn't engage in throw no punches. It's a fight. So just because I feel that way doesn't mean I'm hating.
But who's
That's the
who's
point that I'm
but
making about this whole
but
conversation.
here's the point I'm making about this whole conversation. Who opinion really matters? The fans that said fuck Devin Haney and PEDs or not and performance enhancing drugs don't mean anything, or the three people that's judging the fight? Who opinion matters
Why
more?
are we talking about performing enhancing drugs when we talking about his fight with Ramirez?
I'm just saying because you're talking about, well, it wasn't entertaining, it wasn't who gives a fuck about what the fans care? If they don't care, they hate this man regardless coming into the fight. The only people that should matter is the three people that's scoring the fight, right? Wouldn't it matter to you if you were a boxer?
I'm not understanding, like, this is like a straw man argument you're making. We're talking about the
It's not a
performances and the differences of opinions, and I'm saying
and
that
I'm
just
I'm
because
telling you,
somebody has a difference of opinion, that doesn't mean they're hating. That's the argument I'm making.
and I'm telling you in reply to that, it does not matter what the fans say about this guy's performance because I view the performance as pretty good because he won all 12 rounds and the judge scored it him winning all 12 rounds. How is that a bad performance?
I just told you. You want me to answer it again?
I guess we just gonna have to disagree
Yeah,
because
we can disagree.
you can't tell. I don't understand how someone can say, hey, well, winning 12 rounds is bad. How is
Hey,
that bad?
I got a question for 2 cents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
what's up?
How is Brian losing to Raleigh not bad? Like, how is that not putting him in a bad position?
Because it's boxing and people lose fights, and just because you lose a fight don't mean your career is
Okay,
over. He
so
lost to
no,
Devontae Tank Davis. Did that do anything to his career? No.
okay, but coming off of PED, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, like, don't none of that shit matter?
But let me ask you this, right? Why did Ryan Garcia get the opportunity to headline a card and fight for a championship if him being on
You didn't answer
PEDs
my
matter?
question. I answered yours.
No, it don't matter.
So him cheating and looking shitty, the fight after ain't don't affect him none.
It probably won't. He will probably continue to get fights and move forward. Like, what affect him? How? What do y'all think? He's not gonna fight no more.
Him
His
getting fights
career is
don't mean
over.
that don't affect his
How do
career.
you think
Like
it's going to? How do you think it's going to affect him?
cause he looked bad. He looked
But
shitty. Like
but
ain't
how
nobody
do you
fucking with
think it's
Ryan no
going
more.
to affect him? Though is what I'm asking.
I just said that. I literally just told you.
You think he's not gonna get no more fights?
No, he gonna get fights, but what is gonna be after that? Like how he gonna look now? His stock not gonna drop none. He still gonna be headline.
No, his stock definitely took a hit, a big hit.
We'll see. But I'm continue. Grant
So,
Garcia is
but
going to
hold on.
continue
What's
moving
your
on with his
thought?
career.
Hold on, 2 cents. I want to know what's your thoughts on the whole PED situation with Ryan Garcia? How did you feel about that? Were you one of the
I feel
people that said PEDs don't matter and Dev should have just tightened up his defense?
that the pairs don't matter. I think that, yeah, Devin should have tightened up his defense, and you can't definitively say that the reason why Devin lost and the only reason why Devin lost was because of eye strain. That's what I think.
I mean, the commission said that's the reason. Why
The
should we
commission did not say that's the reason. Where did they say that at?
by overturning that shit to a no contest?
Because he didn't list his supplements. Where did the commission say that the eye
He
strain
didn't
is the
list the
reason why Devin
supplements.
Haney lost?
He didn't list the supplements that had performance enhancing drugs in them.
Mm-hmm.
He was banned
Okay.
for having performance enhancing drugs in his system. You do understand that, right?
No, he wasn't banned for having performance
You
enhancing
see this?
drugs.
You see this people? You see this people? I knew it. I knew you gotta let him talk a little bit. So you're telling me Ryan Garcia didn't get banned for cheating?
What did the paperwork say? Listen, I don't like having this Austrian back and forth
Yeah,
conversation
no,
because the
no, no. We
paperwork
we gotta
said,
have
I'm
this
answering you.
conversation
The
because
paperwork
that's
said, the
hold on.
paperwork said that he got suspended for not listing his supplements. Is that not what it said?
Did the supplements have performance enhancing drugs?
It had Ostrine, allegedly.
And that was proven false. No, the nigga got. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If the roles were reversed, right, and it was Devin Haney in this situation, do you think we'll be having this conversation about what the paperwork said, or do you think we're
Why
going
why
to be
are
saying
we
this
even
nigga's a
having this
cheater?
conversation? I'm unclear why
Because
we're
like it goes down to what I'm saying. A lot of the hate for that, the quote unquote criticism is rooted in fucking hate. You can't even agree that performance enhancing drugs is the reason why the fight was overturned. And then you want
I'm
to
not
sit
even
here
gonna
and
lie,
you want
bro.
me to
Like,
sit here and listen to you about how do
nigga,
you
you
feel
asked
about
my
Devin moving
opinion. You
forward?
asked me
I'm
to
not
come
Get the
up
fuck
here. You
even.
out of
don't
here.
You
gotta listen
know,
to nothing. You asked my opinion.
you know what bothered me is the fact that this a black woman.
Mm,
This supposedly one of us. You know what I
yep,
mean? You don't see Mexicans
Oh
caping
my
for Ryan
God.
Garcia
yep.
this hard. These niggas is beyond code from the beginning. All of them. They
I
like
didn't
they
come up here to talk about Ryan Garcia. Y'all asking me
You
about
know what?
Ryan Garcia.
I'm
Man, you
not
on
even the
my channel.
biggest.
We talk about whatever I want to talk about on this motherfucker.
Hey,
What are you talking
I
about?
didn't say
you
you
know what
couldn't.
though?
I
I'm
said
not
you
even
asked
the
me
biggest
about it.
Ryan. I'm not even the biggest Devin fan, and I don't like. I really don't care for Bill. But this shit, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn,
Who?
Listen,
you ignoring the whole Austrian shit. Like,
I
you don't
said
give a fuck
that
about that.
you can't whether he cheated or not. I don't have to agree with y'all. What I'm saying is you can't definitively say that Ostarine is the
And
only
I'm telling
reason
you, by
you
you
that
ain't
saying,
Ryan
got
Garcia
hold on, hold
won
on,
that
hold on, hold on,
fight.
hold on, hold on.
Because have there
Hold
been
on, hold on, hold on.
fighters that have?
Let me reply. Let's do it one at a time. And I can say, by you saying that,
So you muting me, bro?
hold
You're
on,
not gonna let me talk.
because we gonna do it one at a time. I want to answer, one at a time. So you're telling me basically you're questioning if he cheated or not. Why is he cheated or not? The science says that he cheated.
I'm not
The fir-
questioning if he
so
cheated or
why are
not,
you saying
bro.
cheated or not? Why are you even mentioning or not? Why
Oh
you
my
keep getting
God.
that cheated?
Bro, what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying, because you're trying to turn this into something else. You cannot definitively say that the only reason that Ryan Garcia won was because of Ostrine. That's
I
what I'm
can,
saying.
I can definitely say that because the
No,
science
you
says that.
cannot.
But
Look at his
hold on,
last
hold on,
fight.
hold on. I can definitely say that. Let me cook. I'm only me because I want to cook. I don't want you talking over me. Check this out. I can definitely say that because that's the reason why the fight was overturned. You don't take performance enhancing drugs and say, well, the only reason why this guy lost is because he just wasn't skilled enough. That's not true. The guy was on performance enhancing drugs. That's the reason why this shit is banned. Do you not understand that in a game that you're supposed to be natural, you're on something that's making you unnatural, unnaturally advantaged, unnatural muscle growth, unnatural recovery time. This is something that somebody is on going against a fighter, and you're saying, well, that doesn't matter. Dev shouldn't have just tightened up his defense. That's crazy.
That's
That's
not what I
super
said.
crazy.
It's obviously what I'm saying is above your level of comprehension.
Nah.
Because
That's not
you're not
that's
understanding
not
what I'm
true.
saying.
That's not
You're
true.
not
That's
understanding
not
what I'm
true.
saying
That's
at
not
all,
true.
bro.
And
And on top, and look, and
you're
listen.
trying
On
to
top of
question my
that,
intelligence as
shit.
if something.
This last fight, he looked like
Bro,
some shit without it. So I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's what
like,
I'm saying. Like, you're basing your whole argument over your opinion. I'm basing my opinion over fucking facts. The facts show that he tested positive for both nandrolone and ostarine, and the fight was overturned and turned to a no contest. So yes, I can say, well, based off of that, that's the reason why he won the fucking fight.
you cannot say that
Duh.
for a fact, bro,
I
because
can say
there have
that
been
for a fact
fighters that
because
have
the
lost
you
fights on
cannot you cannot
Ostrine.
argue you
There
cannot
have been
argue
fighters
against
that have
science.
lost fights that have taken Ostrine. So
That
how
does
can you
not
say that
matter
it
because
does
each
matter?
it does matter. It does matter because come on now. I work in healthcare. You're a different each person is a different human being. We all have different body types, different type of reactions to certain drugs. You cannot say, well, one fighter was on it and lost. And that means no. You cannot tell me one fighter tell me a fighter that was on both Nandrolone and Ostarine and came in over 3 pounds, three
and
pounds heavier, and he fucking lost that fight.
this
Go point to that. Show me that fight where the guy was overweight and on both Nandrolone and Astarine and lost the fucking fight.
this this
Go show
kind
me
of
the
simple.
history of that, because there's none. There's none.
Yo,
But go ahead.
This kind of simple too, because even if you go back over the fight, right? Devin Haney went every round. He was a knockdown and bro. And y'all acting like PEDs stand for something else. PEDs is performance enhancement drugs, right? So who's to say Devin Haney, if Ryan Garcia didn't come in on PEDs, Devin Haney get knocked down once, he still win the fight. You see what they saying? That's extra added strength to Ryan Garcia.
Literally. And as we
yo,
seen, like I said, I'm basing everything I say off the science. I ain't just saying I don't think PEDs matter. No, I'm basing it off the fucking science. This guy now, Vada stated, hey, we tested all the fighters for this fight. The fight that he comes in looking he's clean. We know for a fact he's clean. He looks terrible.
Bro,
So of course I'm gonna say, hey, the last fight was because he
and
was
then
on that shit. He
Devin
got
Haney
caught
hit
off.
Ryan Garcia with some shit. Ryan Garcia smashed his gloves together and he raw. He ready to go. Like this shit, like he was roid raging in the fucking ring. You understand? Nah, he can't take. I know Rolly is Ramirez a different opponent, but still,
yo, I can get in on this.
Yeah, go ahead, cook, brother.
What
All
up,
right,
King Judah?
salute. What's up, 2 cents? What up, Art Man the Great? Look, I seen you around before, bro. This is my first time ever actually watching the video or getting in. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, salute you or whatever before I come on your platform and speak. But I got a couple things to say, but I want to start by because I know 2 cents. I know 2 cents very well. I've watched fights with this woman. We broke down fights together a lot. So I just want to let everybody know. I'm reading some of the comments. She is very knowledgeable about boxing. She's not a casual at all. But I will say this: she doesn't like Devin Haney. She don't. She don't like Devin Haney. And so that's kind of where that's coming from. But as far as what's going on with the Devin Haney, what caught my eye anyway about your video was when you said he going into his Floyd Mayweather era. I agree. And that's something Devin Haney should have did a long time ago. He should have took a page out of Shakur Stevenson's book when Shakur realized that no matter what I do, the fans are going to hate me and my style. Now, the fans hate Devin Haney even more. So the mistake that Devin Haney made was Devin Haney thought he was going to earn fanfare and love from the fans if he stayed there and showed the people that I'm not just an outfighter. I don't just depend on a jab. I will stand and bang. I will get knocked down. I will get up and I will show you my heart and you will love me. Devin Haney don't realize they going to hate Devin Haney no matter what he does. Devin Haney could have gotten that ring and knocked Ryan out in the first couple seconds of that fight and people would have still hated Devin Haney. So Devin Haney, now he starts to realize that all I have to do is what I've been doing before is win these fights. That's the only thing that I expect out of Devin Haney because I am a Devin Haney fan. And I know that the vast majority of fighters that Devin Haney steps in the ring with cannot outbox him. So if Devin Haney decides to box, he will beat in the 90th percentile of any fighter that steps in the ring with him. And that's what he should always do.
And you hit it right on the head with that because that's just my point in general. It's like I'm not saying that this guy is just the greatest boxer in the world, but I do understand that he has the ability to outbox people, even though you may not like it. You may not like it. And I do understand in this sport that you don't have to just hurt a nigga or knock him out to win a fight because that's not how the game is scored. Not at all. And folks get mad.
Right.
Oh, how can you say he's like Mayweather? I'm not saying he is Mayweather or nothing like that. I'm just saying he's fighting his fight like Mayweather did, and he's winning, regardless of if they're gonna like it.
Right. Yeah, it don't look like Floyd. Like I see people in the comment now. We're not saying that it looked like Floyd, that he Floyd Mayweather level. We saying that he because Shakur Stevenson do it too. Their mindset is I can outbox the vast majority of people on the planet, and that's what I will do. If you can't hit me, that's your problem, not mine. That's basically what Devin's saying. If you can't hit me, that's your problem, not mine.
How is Devin getting more criticism than Ramirez? Why Ramirez at the age that he's in boxing, the history he has in the sport, how he can't cut off the ring? Why Canelo can't cut off the ring against what's his name?
Hey, I want to bring something else up too, bro, about the Ryan Garcia situation that a lot of people didn't see. I saw this in real time, though, Art, man. A lot of people may come up with this conclusion after a while, but I'm gonna tell you something that I noticed instantly. The fight that Ryan Garcia fought against Rolly Romero, yeah, Rolly did good. Rolly boxed better than I seen him box. He was more patient than I ever seen him being patient. He put his shots together, and when it was time to throw power, he made it count. I get it, right? With that being said, Ostarine or not, I still think Ryan Garcia is better than Rolly Romero. I actually happen to believe that Ryan Garcia threw that fight because he doesn't want to rematch Devin Haney, and I'll tell you why. I had this argument with somebody, and they told me that it's ridiculous to think that Ryan Garcia wouldn't want to get back in the ring with Devin Haney, because even if Devin Haney is better than Ryan Garcia, he is not that much better that Ryan Garcia would fear him. I said, I agree with you. It's not the fear of Devin Haney being better or Devin Haney hurting or knocking him out. The fear is that losing to Devin Haney would indeed then prove that the Oscarine was the only reason that you won the first fight.
I mean,
That then would tarnish that.
even though the science already says it, but hey, I
Well,
do,
no, I know, but see, the fans giving Ryan the fans giving Ryan leeway, because they saying until Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia, we gonna say he didn't beat you just because of Oscarine. So, and Ryan Garcia knows that.
A lot of fans, they don't want Dev to put the nail in the coffin of this whole situation.
And that's why I think Ryan Garcia threw that fight. Because like I was telling somebody, they was like, well, why wouldn't he fight again? I say, bro, do you
they
realize
rematching anyway.
But yeah,
they was rematching regardless of the outcome.
No, I heard. I mean, that's not what I heard. I actually heard that it's Devin Haney who's saying I'll still fight Ryan Garcia even though he lost. I heard that the agreement was Ryan Garcia had to win, but Devin Haney.
The bottom line is Ryan Garcia is a bad style matchup for Devin Haney, and that's what y'all don't want to admit to. It's a bad style matchup. Period.
When Devin Haney boxed, every round that Devin Haney boxed in and he didn't attempt to trade with Ryan Garcia, he won.
Did you hear Ryan Garcia say that he fought in spurts so that Devin Haney wouldn't be able to pick up on his patterns, because he knew if he didn't, then Devin Haney would be able to pick it up? So he said he fought in spurts.
The only punches that Ryan Garcia landed is when Devin Haney was the aggressor. When Devin Haney overextended himself and was the aggressor, those are the only shots that Ryan Garcia landed. So what style was he adapting to? It wasn't a style. Devin Haney made the mistakes.
Exactly. That's the whole point. That was his whole game plan.
That's not a game plan. That's Devin Haney doing what he
I'm just telling you what he said. I didn't say it. That's what he said. I didn't say that.
Well, Ryan Garcia told you he was fighting the Illuminati to save the kids. So that's the guy you believe? That's the word you taking?
I'm just saying he talked about his fight game plan. I mean, what am I supposed to believe him about what he said about his fight game plan?
The only success that Ryan Garcia had is when Devin Haney made a mistake.
Hold on, one thing. And then also, we talk about what Ryan Garcia said. This nigga Ryan Garcia said.
Hold on. It's a lot of people talking a lot of shit.
Hold on. Let me cut. He said, this nigga Ryan Garcia said he been smoking and drinking. He haven't been working out. And did you go look at the pictures of Ryan Garcia, man? And that's why I be trying to question you guys. Like, do y'all guys actually work out? Do y'all really hit the gym or anything like that? Or actually took any supplements before? Anything like that? Because that's a complete lie. If you see how stacked Ryan Garcia is compared to how he looked on last week, you'll see that there's a major difference, big major difference. Ryan Garcia is an habitual liar. He's a liar. That's why I'm not listening to Ryan. I'm listening to what the test results say. The test results said that nigga had nandrolone. Look up nandrolone and Oscarine. And it wasn't just a small billionth of a gram. He was 60 times over the limit. You're not
okay. So once we conclude that Ryan Garcia cheated Devin Haney, now what? Okay, Ryan Garcia cheated. Now what?
So now he's gonna avoid Devin Haney. Now he's gonna avoid Devin Haney and never rematch him. That's what's gonna happen.
So he's trying to avoid the fight that he already signed for by losing. They said they fighting a rematch regardless of what happened. So I don't know why you're saying that.
I need that to be verified. That's what I'm telling you. I need y'all.
Hold on. That my brother inside the square circle. He's speaking on his own when it comes to that. I don't agree that Ryan pulled the fight itself. I feel like Ryan just looked terrible because he was on the.
So you don't think it got nothing to do with a year layoff and moving up a weight class? I'm just asking.
No. Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. It's both. It's a combination of both. And Golden Boy, they stupid as hell for putting him in there with an active power puncher. But he didn't lose by KO. This nigga lost a UD, which makes it worse. When the last time you seen fucking Rolly UD a nigga?
Right. Hey, but look, can I say this too? Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm glad she mentioned that because I forgot that's another point I was looking at. Because him and Devin fought on the same night, right? Well, I noticed that in both. That's something nobody giving them leeway on, and I would. They both was off. It's because I look at Devin. What people not looking at Devin performance? Yeah, Devin was extra cautious, but you know what? A lot of people didn't look at in the second half of that fight. Devin got comfortable. Devin did start to let his hands go. Yep. The thing is, they were both rusty. But one thing I can say about Devin and why I'm convinced that he will come back better, come back to himself. Because like I say,
Okay.
within one fight, I saw Devin Haney get comfortable and started to look like Devin Haney again within one fight.
I mean, can you drop the link for all these people that got all this shit to say in the chat?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me drop the link. They really cooking you in the comments. Said I ain't even.
That's what I'm saying. Click the link. Just because I don't agree with y'all, I gotta be coons and all this other kind of stupid shit. Y'all tripping.
Okay. And here's
I don't have to agree with y'all just because Devin black.
The
like that
reason
shit.
why
That's dumb as
the reason
hell.
why it's coming off as coonish is because the fact that you are willing to take time out of your day to even defend somebody who says something like
I'm not defending him. I'm giving my opinion of what I think.
This can be perceived as supporting him because
I
you're
don't
not
give a
outright
fuck.
saying, hey, he cheated and he's a piece of
Exactly.
shit, we should move
Because
on.
that's not my opinion. And I don't
But
have to have the same opinion because he black. That's stupid.
So and that's why people are gonna perceive that you're out here cooning.
That's fine.
I'm just telling you, so I ain't calling you a
What,
coon.
what,
Understand?
yeah.
It could be
Well, now where
perceived
we
as
at?
cooning.
Well, see, now where we at right now when it
But
comes
all
to
I'm
Devin
saying
Haney.
is all of them that's saying that they welcome to click the link.
What the thing is, 2 cents, like
Yo,
what we saying with Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia over this last maybe year and a half, the things that's been said by the other side, they let you know, especially when it comes to Devin Haney, it is racially motivated. If you read the comments about Devin Haney, the fans will let you know it's racially motivated. So when you a black person and you openly attacking Devin Haney and defending Hispanics, you're gonna come off as a coon today in
I'm not openly
2025.
attacking him though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not openly.
2
And when
cents,
did I
man.
defend
I've been knowing you for
Teofimo?
about 2
yo,
years.
2
2 cents.
cents.
Like, you know, I got love for you. I ain't never disrespected you before. I agree with you a lot when it don't come to Devin Haney. But in 2 years, I never heard you say nothing favorable about Devin Haney ever.
Look,
Well, you
it's
must don't watch
crazy
my
because
content on my videos. Then
she just
that's
gave
all.
Ryan grace for having a bad performance, but said Devin looked
Did
bad
I
and then
give
had the
him
same
grace?
layoff.
Did I give him grace?
Yeah, you did. You was just ready. You just said, well, maybe it was because he had a year layoff, but you
Art
said
man
Devin looked
agree. I
bad on
mean,
his.
King Judah just agreed with me.
I'm saying you said Devin looked bad on
Yeah, the
his though.
layoff, the
Like, what's the
layoff, the
difference?
layoff, the layoff affected both of them. I do agree with that. So yeah.
I'm saying you can't give Ryan grace, but then say Devin looked bad off his though. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't listen. I'm not saying Devin. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I didn't say
That's what
Devin
you
looked
said
bad. I
though.
said he put on a bad performance. And by bad performance, what I mean is Judah is right. He was looking rusty at the beginning of the fight. But as the fight went on, he started looking better and landing more shots. And that's when I started seeing he had the opportunity to take more shots, but he didn't take them because he was creating the angles. And Ramirez was too slow. That's my point that I'm making. He was the better fighter. He was way fucking better than Ramirez. He definitely should have stopped Ramirez. He should have. And all
Okay,
I'm saying that in my
what Ron should have
opinion,
did?
I believe that his performance wasn't as good and he could have performed better. And that's my opinion. And if y'all think that that's hate and y'all not mature enough to understand that that's my opinion, then that's on y'all. Ryan Garcia got hit hard by hold on, my phone ringing. Ryan Garcia got hit hard by Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia ain't got no dog in him. He got hit hard. He had his hands in his pocket and he didn't want to let his hands go no more because he was going to get knocked the fuck out. If you listen to Rolly Romero's interview, he was able to neutralize Ryan. If you notice, Rolly kept his hand up. He kept pawing at that left hook so he wasn't able to throw it. He completely took it away. Ryan Garcia is a one-dimensional fighter. All he has is that left hook. So once he wasn't able to throw it and was neutralized in every other way, he didn't want to take no more risk.
And you know what?
That's
I
what
might have been
happened in the
wrong.
fight.
Y'all, I
No
might have been
dope.
wrong. And I'm glad she broke it down like that because I come to think about it. Even Mayweather said it. Rolling just a bad matchup for Ryan Garcia. He just a bad matchup because Rolly don't get scared. You hitting Rolly, even when he was fighting, think about it, bro. You hitting Rolly hard, don't stop him. You don't change, you don't alter what he want to do. You know how you hit somebody hard and you can see the feel like Rolly don't have it. He don't care if you landed on him. He still know he have power and he determined to land on you too. So with Ryan Garcia not having defense with his chin always being in the air, that's a fight that Ryan Garcia gonna get hurt more often than not. They can fight every day and Rolly gonna hurt him more often than that.
I don't understand why chat keep calling me names. What are y'all, 10 years old?
Well, hey, 2 cents. Let me say this. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I go to a pro tank channel, and no matter what I
I
say,
know.
I'm.
You know that's how I go. You know that's how I
It's
go.
the same thing. A lot of people in here rock with Devin, so
I mean,
go
but this the thing.
So
All I'm
so
saying,
hold on. Were
King
you
Judah,
out here supporting
is because
Teofimo Lopez though? Is
no,
that
I'm not
true?
supporting Teofimo Lopez. There's just stuff that I say that people can't comprehend, and it's over their level of comprehension, so they get all in their emotions and their feelings. That's all that is. I never defended T.O. Not one time did I ever defend T.O. And if I did defend T.O., can somebody type in the chat or click this link and come and tell me exactly what I said to defend T.O.?
So 2 cents. You don't think Dev's in a good position right now after this Ryan fight? If he gets this Ryan fight, because it seems like Ryan might pull out. I think a lot of people would pay to see him lose if he
Ryan
match
not
him
gonna
up
fight
right.
Devin again. I'm telling y'all, but Ryan will retire. Bro, listen to what I just told y'all. Do y'all understand if Ryan don't fight Devin again, Ryan can always live in the ambiguity of, did the eye string help me? Did it not? If Ryan Garcia fights Devin Haney again and loses, his career is tarnished forever.
I
Forever.
know,
Then
and
they,
he. I
if
think. I
Ryan
think he know
Garcia,
that. That's why he's
no,
crying in the
King
car.
Judah, they just gonna have a trilogy. If they fight again, they gonna have a trilogy.
No, they
That's what's
not.
gonna happen.
There ain't gonna be no point in no
Look at Ryan.
trilogy.
2 cents. I think you got a little faith in Ryan because look at his confidence. Look at his confidence. He was
But
crying in the
Devin
car.
Haney cannot listen. Devin Haney wasn't able to, at least in the first fight, neutralize Ryan like
Because he was
And I
Rolly
juiced up.
was.
and 2 cents. I thought we came to the conclusion that Ryan was on both Nandrolone and Ostarine.
I understand
Reason
that,
why he
but
had that
you
false
can.
confidence.
Okay, so that's
You
all.
saw the
Devin don't need
you
to do
saw the
nothing
man
different
get
in the next fight. He don't need to do
2
nothing
cents.
different in the next fight.
Did
Devin
you
is gonna
not
2 cents.
box
see
Ryan.
Ryan look
Devin
deflated
is
in
gonna
that
box
fight on
Ryan
Friday?
to a decision. Devin is gonna box
2
Ryan
cents.
to a boring decision and beat Ryan Garcia twice in a row if they fight. And Ryan Garcia knows that. That's why he is not stepping back in the ring with Devin
Let
Haney.
me let me say something. 2 cents. Now, when we talk about the first fight, he got hit with a left hook just like he got hit with a left hook when he fought Rolly, right? Where was that same energy of hitting both his gloves together and raging out when that shit happened
I don't know
with him
why
and
we
Rolly?
trying to compare Rolly and Devin
No,
when
no,
they
I'm not.
don't have the same. The punching
No.
power is the difference.
I'm not. No, listen. I'm not saying Rolly and Devin. What I'm saying is with Ryan, where was that same energy when he got hit with a left hook from Devin? When he got, because you saw that shit hurt him, right? The first fight, you
No,
seen that shit hurt him.
he got
It buckled him.
dropped though. But he got
No,
dropped by Rolly. He got dropped
he
because
got dropped. But what?
Devin don't hit like Rolly, so he
Oh
got
my fucking
dropped.
god!
That's the difference. You asking the
You do know
difference? That's the difference. He got
how was that
dropped
the
by
difference?
Rolly. Devin didn't drop him. Is that not a difference? The power is
Listen.
different.
How's the power
Right.
different? He didn't listen. We seen the shit. When we seen the shit, he buckled him. He literally buckled the man. From the Rolly fight wasn't consuming a buckling. All it did was he didn't see that shit coming really. But Devin actually buckled him. And then so what he
But
do?
Rolly
He
actually
could have got up.
dropped him. Rolly
Rolly dropped,
actually
but
dropped
where was
him.
I ain't
that
That's
gonna
the
lie to
rage
you,
difference.
at?
bro.
Where was that
I ain't see
rage?
Devin.
I
Where
don't
was
know
that
about
Hold
no
on,
rage?
guys.
rage.
Listen,
You
we
didn't
arguing,
see.
Devin didn't
arguing
buckle
something.
So
Ryan.
we gonna sit here and forget that he literally yelled at Devin, touched his gloves up together, and said,
Yeah,
"Come
he
on, bring
roared.
that shit."
No,
We
he
not
What's
actually
your
saying
point?
roared. He
I'm
actually
saying
roared at Devin. He roared at
Devin
Devin
didn't
like a
buckle him.
lion.
He
That was
hit
a
him though.
sign of roid rage. That's the difference right there.
But listen, this is what I'm saying about the whole Devin Haney situation versus Rolly. They two different fighters. The way they both will go about beating Ryan Garcia is different to begin with. What I'm telling people is that everybody's saying, well, Devin not gonna do what Rolly did. I know he not. He not going there to hurt Ryan Garcia. The smart Devin not was the first Devin Haney went in there to hurt Ryan Garcia, which was an idiotic move. When Devin Haney get back in the ring with Ryan Garcia, he is gonna box him to a boring decision. He not gonna give Ryan Garcia a chance. Because again, like I kept telling everybody, all Ryan was landing was a left hook. How do you land a left hook? How does Ryan land his left hook? Because he's not a Joe Frazier where he dips down and lunges with a left hook. Ryan Garcia baits you with a jab, and when you come in, he has the hook coming behind it. You have to actually initiate for him to land his left hook. It was Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the reason Ryan Garcia landed his left hook, not Ryan Garcia. So I'm telling you that when Devin Haney doesn't overextend himself, he is not the aggressor. Ryan Garcia will not land that left hook. That's what
And
I'm
that's what
telling you.
I'm trying to tell you, King Judah. When he throws that jab, he overextends himself and he drops that hand. That's why I was saying it's a bad style matchup. He was doing it in this fight. Go watch the
No,
fight. When he throw that jab, he drops that right hand and he overextends himself.
no,
Go
Devin was
watch the
stepping
fight.
around. But if you watch Devin fight, Devin never fought nobody like that. Devin was actually fighting like he was a brawler. That's the first fight you would ever watch Devin Haney through from the first round to the last round where he is fighting the fight as if he is a brawler. That was the mistake. And that was all, and I keep saying this, I said this before. Nothing new with me. I said this over a year ago. That was all Bill Haney. Bill
So
Haney had Devin Haney fighting like that.
our man, the great, you don't have people on your channel with differences of opinion often.
I do.
Oh,
And I
okay.
tell people all the time. I don't care if people agree with me or not. Consider my opinion second opinion from a complete stranger online.
But 2 cents, you can't sit up and tell us that that's not a big reason on why Devin lost because he got cheated, dog.
This
Like
is what
that's
I'm
not.
saying.
Yeah, that's like
y'all listen
that's
to
ignoring the
what I'm
science
saying. Can
now.
y'all
2
listen to
cents.
the logic? Listen to the logic,
Go
please.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You cannot definitively say the only reason that Ryan Garcia won that fight was because of our stream. That's all
But
I'm saying. And
I'm
y'all act like
telling
y'all
you,
can't
I'm
understand
telling
that.
you, you
but it's
can.
one big hell of a
Hold on.
reason.
Let me go. And I'm telling you that you can say that because that is the reason why the fight is a no contest. Because this guy was on performance enhancing drugs. Do you not understand what nandrolone does for you? They give this type of shit that Ryan was on. That's just banned in this country. Nandrolone, you cannot take that shit. You can't go into GNC and buy that shit. I can't go into Walmart and buy it or Amazon. That
And they
is a
give that shit to sick.
steroid.
And they get that shit to sick patients too, and Ostarine. They doing the trial, the clinical trial right now with Ostarine with cancer patients that lose muscle.
Really, and then 2 cents. Really put in perspective here. You know how guys people like to say, "Oh, Devin is just big guy, big guy, too big for his weight class," right? So he's cutting weight the right way, right? And he goes into there, and Ryan Garcia is 3 pounds heavier. The pounds that you have to cut that matters. He skipped that, and he's
Don't
on
forget he naturally
two.
bigger than Devin. My bad, but
On
don't forget he
two
naturally bigger than
perform,
Devin too.
not just one, 2 cents. He wasn't just on Ostarine because that's what the media like to say. No, he was initially caught with nandrolone and Ostarine in the system and using illegal IVs. Right?
I hear y'all. I know the
No,
story. We
no.
don't got to
I
keep
don't think
running
you.
it down.
2 cents. I don't think you truly understand because the way you're describing it is if Devin Haney was fighting somebody that was on an equal playing field with
No,
him.
that's not
No,
how I'm
that's not
describing
true.
it at all. That's not what I'm
That's not.
saying.
And then
That's
and
not
then
what
on
I'm
top of
saying.
that, instead of viewing Dev as somebody that actually did pretty good for fighting somebody like that and having a close fight with him, Ryan Garcia only won the rounds that he dropped Devin Haney in. So yes, based off the science, I can definitively say that. I can say that for sure.
Cause like it's just like this. It's just cause I remember 2 or 3 weeks ago, one of y'all boys said this same analogy that I'm finna use. If me and you were having a foot race and I trip you during the fucking foot race, I can't sit up and say, well, he was slow anyway. I can't say that. We can't say that.
Well, I use an analogy. This is when they ask me about PDs and what I think it do because I played football on the college level. Now they had people juicing, I didn't know about it, right? But what I can't, if you just ask me because I've been an athlete my whole life, what I would imagine it's like to fight somebody on
Good, you tripping.
steroids. This is my analogy. All of us men, right? So we all been, let's say 11, 12 years old, 11 years old, right? We've all been in situations where we go to the playground, we may get into it with a guy that's a little older than us. This guy has already hit puberty. You 11, but he's 14. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ever been in that situation? But it don't matter how good you fight. When that 14-year-old hits you, it's a difference. You can be better
It's
than
a
him in every
big
way. All
difference.
he has to do is land a punch on you, and it's gonna be he gonna level the playing field just by landing a punch on you, even if you're a better fighter than him.
And especially if the nigga on that shit. If he already know how to punch correctly too, if he know how to turn his punches and shit, all you gotta do is just add that shit because it's like this. All
He
right,
definitely
say
should know how to
Devin.
punch correctly already.
So, well, shit,
No,
he
I'm
fucked
I'm
that up
just
with his
saying
hormonal.
that's
He
the
fucked that up
opinion.
with his
Here's my
hormonal
thing.
imbalance.
You can tell Ryan was on that shit because they have a history of fighting each other, right? He knew in the fight that mattered in the pros, he had to win that fucking fight. And he know that left hand will land. He just needed that extra umph to sit down, Dev. He wanted to knock Devin out, but
And
he
people
couldn't.
don't
Hey,
realize what most of that shit.
how many of y'all think that if Ryan was gonna land 7 straight hooks to his jaw, that Devin was still gonna win that fight? Because if you'd have said that before the fight, we all know Devin would have went to sleep, because he'd do that to anybody. If anybody takes 7 licks straight to the jaw clean by Ryan Garcia, you sleep. Tank, all of them. Devin, Shakur, all of them sleep. It don't got nothing to do with no PEDs.
Yeah, first of all, Devin didn't go to sleep, but I kind of feel like what you're saying. You're saying that if you get caught that many times by Ryan Garcia, the effect's gonna be devastating, PEDs or not. I guess that's what you're trying to
Period.
say.
Whoever
You
you
keep
are,
saying sleep,
anybody
but
from
But
135 to 147 take
I love the fact that you
7 left
bringing up
hooks to the
Ryan's left hook.
chin clean like that, they done it.
Hold on. I love the fact that you're bringing up Ryan's left hook and how good it is and all that shit. But check this out. When you take performance enhancing drugs, now your whole career is going to be questioned. You know, Osterine that people are talking about is a little bit of that shit. You know that fighter Povetkin? He had 10 years of his wins wiped away. No contest because he was on Osterine. Because these people understand what performance enhancing drugs do. A lot of fighters are not coming out who fought Ryan Durante. He came out and said, hey, I think Ryan was juicing in that fight against me.
they've
Luke
been
Campbell
saying
come
it.
out and say,
He
I
was
think
only
he was
tested.
on that shit against me
He was
too.
only tested out of all.
But
Wait, how
listen,
many fights he got on his record? How many fights he got?
but y'all don't realize. Do
7
y'all realize that Ryan did the rumor that Ryan Garcia was juicing has been going on for years, bro?
for
Since he
For
turned
years.
years.
pro, since
So
he
The
was
turned
that
man
pro.
left hook really cap?
in his early 20s, you could go look back in his videos. In his early 20s, he still had acne issues and shit.
Why you think Tank Davis said that before they fought? You think they came out of nowhere when Tank Davis accused him of juicing? That's because everybody in the boxing world knew he was juicing. He came from Eddie Reynoso camp where every fighter in the camp popped dirty.
And he did when he did go to that camp, because remember, when he first hit the game and all that, he was real skinny as I don't know what, boy. Real skinny. But when he hit that Reynoso camp, that's when he grew.
I'm just saying. Now the thing is, people saying that that's not the only reason he won. My whole thing is, if performance enhancing drugs don't enhance your performance, why would they take them? Why would Ryan Garcia take them if he didn't think it was going to help him against Devin Haney?
For somebody who's pillow fisted, somebody who's very chinny and stuff.
Well, another thing is, out of Shakur, Tank, T.O., all them people that Devin wanted to fight, right? That none of them stepped in the ring with him. Why is it that the first one who said yes also made sure they took PEDs before they stepped in the ring with him?
Hey, Big Soldier MX, click the link, bro. You got a lot to say in this chat, bro. Come chat with me. Click the link.
My thing
Come
is,
holler at me.
Devin Haney don't have power, right? We know this, but what I keep arguing with everybody, this new age stuff where people think power is everything. I've been watching boxing for a long time. I've been watching boxing so long that I see the pattern where in every generation, almost every generation, the best fighter is not the one with the most power. The best fighter is always the one with the most skills, and usually people are more afraid to fight the guy that'll box their head off than the one that'll knock them out. In today's boxing is no different. People just survive off the illusion of the casual fan thinking that people are scared of the power puncher. No, people are scared of the guy that they can't hit. That's the people that's the fighter that people avoid.
But let me ask y'all a question too. I mean, just to
What's
kind
up?
of switch gears from this Osterine. I heard a lot of Devin Haney fans criticizing Shakur for his De Los Santos performance. Did y'all hear
No, you
that
heard a
too,
lot
or
of
was
Tank
that just
Davis
me?
Now
fans. You
you
heard a
heard
lot
a
of
few
Tank
of them.
Davis
I
fans.
was one of them.
You heard a
I
lot
was
of
one of
Tank
them that
Davis fans
didn't.
criticizing him.
I was one
That's
of them
what.
that didn't criticize him. I didn't
Well, no,
I heard
criticize him
the
Devin
at
thing
Haney
all.
about it,
fans
this is what I
criticizing
hate. This is what I hate about the three-way between Shakur, Devin, and Tank. Tank fans, they like to use it both ways. They use Devin and Tank. They use Devin and Shakur against each other to protect Tank in every way. Because when
But we're not even
Shakur
talking
Stevenson,
about Tank.
when
This ain't even got
Shakur,
nothing to do
but
with
because
Tank. We're not even
I know
talking
you
about Tank.
rock with Tank and you trying to deflect it onto to Devin Haney fans. No, it was Tank Davis fans that
But
said,
how am I
see what I told
deflecting?
you?
We're not even
How he
talking
gonna
about
beat Tank?
Tank.
How he gonna beat Tank if he's scared to get hit? Devin Haney fans ain't say shit about it. Devin Haney fans feel like Devin to beat both of them. It's only Tank Davis fans that say shit like that. You didn't hear a lot of
No,
Devin
listen,
Haney fans
I'm telling you
criticizing
that I'm
Shakur
telling you what
Stevenson
I
for
heard. I
boxing.
heard Devin
How
Haney
can
fans
we
criticizing Shakur.
how can we criticize Shakur when we watch Devin for the same thing? We like the fact that he hits and don't get hit. We are similar fans. Shakur Stevenson fans and Devin fans are similar fans. We like a similar style. So how can we criticize him?
I'm telling you, I heard Devin fans criticizing Shakur. Not saying you
may have heard
personally.
one or two. Nothing is guaranteed, but you did not hear the majority of people criticizing Shakur Stevenson as Devin Haney fans. I guarantee you, with everything I own in my bank account, if we can do the studies, more Tank Davis fans criticize Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney fans.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying I heard them criticizing. I'm not saying which more was
But
criticizing.
everybody got an opinion, but you specifically said it as if the majority of Devin Haney fans felt like because Shakur Stevenson avoided damage, Devin Haney fans are hypocrites. No, we want Devin Haney. The majority of Devin Haney fans want him to fight like that from now on.
The only problem I had with Shakur Stevenson was, and you could go back and watch that fight. I think it was around like the 8th or 9th round. His granddaddy asked him was something wrong with his hands. His granddad asked him was something wrong with his hands. He said no. And then all of a sudden, after the fight is over, when you get all the backlash and shit of, not giving the fans a show that you claimed you was supposed to give them, then he come out and say, well, my hands was fucked up. Then a week after that, he want to sit up and fight Devin. Well, spar Devin for $1 million after turning down to 25%. That was the only issue I had with him. But when everybody asked me about the fight, that fight, I said, hey, listen, it's hit and don't get hit. I respect him for doing that, but you can't sit up and say something wrong with your hands and then a week later say, Devin, come spar me for $1 million. Nigga, you just turned down to 25%. So that was the only thing I was judgmental about.
Shakur be on some crazy shit. Like I can like just like you said, I agree with all that. Why you turned down the fight in the first place? I never get over that. But one thing I won't do, and I'm gonna defend Shakur on forever, is when people call Shakur Stevenson boring, I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Shakur need to do whatever it takes for Shakur to win the fight, because what y'all showed me is y'all not gonna like him anyway. So why would he go in there and take punches for you and y'all gonna hate him anyway? That's one thing I respect Shakur Stevenson for over Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson never let the fans program him or put a batter in his back to go in there and get punched on. Devin did.
Shit crazy. Oh, shit.
And that's why I say all these people talking about Devin was born. You can say what you want to say. You can't say he lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I try to tell 2 cents. I'm like, I can't. How can you tell me that it was bad? How can you say his performance was bad when he won all 12 rounds? Ain't that the game? Winning? The nigga like he ran and he barely won the fight.
Man, all I know is that if you got a fan favorite, hey, why people call certain fighters fan favorite? Historically, a fan favorite is somebody that go to war, right? They go in there, they put on wars, they get bloody. The fans love them because they gladiators. My thing is, if the fans hate you, why would you go be a warrior for fans that hate you anyway? I feel like the more people hate me, the less I'm gonna get hit. I'm not about to go in there and get tore up for y'all. Y'all not gonna like me anyway. I'm coming in here to win this fight and get this money.
That's what I'm saying. Is you talking about this pleasing the fans? I'm like, pleasing who? The only people you supposed to be pleasing them 3 old men sitting in that damn chair.
I told y'all, Devin Haney can go on a 10-fight knockout streak, and the fans still gonna talk about the times when he was pillow fisted. They not gonna care about the 10 knockouts in a row. They still gonna tell you about how he
told her the conversation is rooted in hate, and she's like, nah, that's not true. Everybody's just not hating. I'm like, nah, it is hating to tell me that he should go in there and perform the same way that y'all said was bad.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize she dropped off. I was gonna ask her this, and I was gonna tell her because the Rolly thing about Rolly, Devin doesn't have power like Rolly. Here's the thing about that. Before Devin was draining himself and doing all that, this man was literally breaking fucking faces. Something that Tank never did. When have you ever heard of Tank breaking a nigga's face?
He was putting niggas to sleep real quick. He had that devastating power. But I do get your point. The fact that Devin Haney did show that he has some power at 140 because he dropped Regis Prograis and hurt him multiple times in that fight.
Right. That's the only thing I fought. That's the only thing I fought him for.
That Ryan fight, man, Devin hit Ryan with that left hook, the same type of left hook. I'm telling you, Ryan got buckled even on the juice. On the juice, he got buckled.
Right. So, oh man, this is what I'm noticing too. Like you said, you hit the nail on here. A lot of people not looking at that. A lot of people. I've been a Devin Haney fan for a long time. People don't
Same
realize
here.
Devin Haney been fighting Drain for years.
For
We
Years.
years.
haven't seen a healthy Devin Haney actually, because right now what people don't know, even at 140, this is not even a healthy weight for Devin Haney. Devin Haney should be at
He was at
147
that
right
weight for
now.
2 fights. He's bro. Even Mike Coppinger, who I don't fuck with, Mike Coppinger said, he said, "Yeah, I interviewed you for before the Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah, you were jittery. It's like you could barely even walk or talk based off him cutting weight."
Do y'all see how muscular Devin is, bro? Like no homo. When y'all see him getting ready for a fight, do y'all see how much muscle he actually is supposed to have versus
Yeah,
what he
when
has
he's
when
Exactly.
he's
when
stepping
he's
around?
like coming
He looked
down
like
from like
he looked like we back in
154, 140.
2018 again. We back in 2018 again with the way he looks now. That's when he was been supposed to move up. That's the only thing I
Right.
fought
And I'm
him
just
for
saying, if
was
y'all watch Devin
weight.
Haney in a training camp, like before he start cutting, Devin Haney is big as somebody like a Boots. Like Devin Haney is muscular as fuck, bro. No homo. But when he get into a fight, he cut all of it. He just be looking
Cut
like a
all
skinny
that.
ass
Cutting
dude. He just be a
all
skinny
that.
ass dude.
That's
He should
why
have been.
that's why I'm saying 147 gonna be good, man, because all these people they want to see him lose. He's in a good spot. He's in a way better spot than he was at 140 in 2024.
And that's the only thing I fought him for was cutting all that weight. But when I think about it, when I always think about it, I would say this. He stayed at 135 for the fans. He know how much we wanted to see him fight Loma, fight Tank if there was ever going to be a chance of it. You know what I'm saying? He did that for us because we wanted to
Yeah.
see it.
And now niggas talking about he should do what, you know what I'm saying, do for them. Nigga, after they done shitted on this man and made all types of memes about him, man. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'll make him more mad. I'm telling you, bro, if I was Devin Haney, I'd go in there and not let them touch me. And after the fight, I'm telling you, I'm going to step into my Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali era. I'm telling everybody how pretty I am. Look at my
He
face.
has to. He has
Look at
to.
my face.
The
He gonna
man
be the.
beat Ramirez easy and came back and watched Ryan Garcia lose and laughed.
You know what I'm gonna start calling Devin? You know what I'm gonna start calling Devin every time he fight a Mexican? I'm gonna call him the Matador. That should be his new thing. Call that motherfucker the
But
Matador,
that
man.
ain't happening no more. Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya said he's never putting him in there with a Golden Boy fighter ever again. That's
Well,
what he
that don't
just
matter.
said.
But guess what though? You know why? You know why that's capped? Because as long as Devin cool with Turkey and Turkey paying the money he paying, Oscar's gonna see his bitch ass right there and take that
Yep.
payday
Oscar
again.
gonna
Right,
fold
Oscar
for
talking
that
about I'm
cash.
never putting my
He gonna
fighters in
fold
there
for
with
that
Devin
cash.
Oh
again.
yeah,
That's the
Oscar ain't nothing but
softest
a
shit
miss
I
that.
ever
He
heard.
ain't nothing but a miss that. He gonna run for that money. He gonna do whatever that money say.
That's the softest shit I've ever heard a promoter say, that they ain't putting a fighters in there with a fighter no more because he ran. No, basically because that nigga's too good. And your fighters got flat feet.
Right. Like I said, I'm glad Devin Haney, because you know what they tell me about Devin Haney and Bill Haney? They heard our complaints. That's why I like Bill and them, bro, because they never too big to talk to the fans and consider what the fans saying. Because I mean, as soon as we saw that fight, maybe it wasn't the fans, but you know, we did say a lot about it. It's the fact that Devin Haney had no business standing in front of Ryan Garcia trying to trade with him to begin with. And again, I believe that's Bill Haney, because the whole build up to the fight was Bill Haney was saying that, you know, we're going to stand in front of Ryan. We're going to get Ryan out of there. And I'm thinking he was doing that to play mind games with Ryan, right? But when I seen Devin Haney actually doing it, I'm watching the fight like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, what is y'all really doing? Like, even when Devin was having success, I knew it was a matter of time before this shit was about to go south. So with that being said, bro, I'm hoping that Devin keep up with this fighting from the outside, using his feet like he should have been doing. Another thing, I don't know if y'all noticed, but was what Devin doing difference when Devin, with Devin on the outside, do y'all see how Devin holding both hands up now to cover his chin? He never did that before. Devin usually moved with one hand down like a Roy Jones or a Floyd Mayweather, preparing to go into a Philly Shield. Now Devin is keeping both hands up at all times. I like that. I like the fact that he's doing that. And again, if y'all go back and watch that fight, I want y'all to pay attention to the second half of the fight. Devin Haney did get comfortable, and Devin Haney did start to let his hands go. So I don't believe that he was gun shy. I don't believe Devin has got PTSD from Ryan Garcia. I don't believe in none of that. I think Devin Haney was
They're
rusty.
projecting. They're all projecting. They wanted
Yeah.
to see all that.
Yeah, he was just rusty because, like I said, if you think about Devin Haney's style, like you said, you've been watching Devin for a long time. A real
I've
Devin
been
Haney
watching
fan, though.
Devin Haney since he was boxing just on YouTube, uploading fights on his YouTube.
Right. So like I know that Devin Haney's style is determined by speed, timing, and anticipation. So if you take him away from boxing a year, he gonna lose all of it.
And I mean, with anything, man, even with my own profession, man, I'm an artist. If I don't paint something in like 3 months and just jump back onto it, of course I'm gonna be fucking rusty. It's gonna take me a
Right.
little minute. But if I'm back knocking out, client work back to back, of course I'm gonna be able to finish painting faster than I was before. Because it's something I'm doing I'm often. But when you stop doing something for a while, it takes you a little bit to get back into it. And that's what I seen. He was a little rusty. He a damn
Right.
human being. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't want to compare him to Floyd, but y'all sure are holding him to Floyd standards, because I remember Floyd, he came back off layoff and he looked fucking great against Marquez. But this is different.
Right.
This is different.
Right. Hey, but you notice that, right? With Devin Haney, they always move the goalposts. On one hand, they always tell you that Devin is the worst fighter they've seen, but they hold him to a standard of a great. Devin Haney is the
A
only one that
great.
gets held to a standard of a great, but you say he's not great. Because guess what? Tank Davis can have a bad performance, because when Tank Davis went there and got blew out, let me say this again, he got blew out by Lamar Roach. I had it 9-3. So the fake knockdown didn't even count to me. They could have got away with not calling that, taking the knee of the knockdown, and Tank Davis still lost 9-3 from what I've seen. So I'm gonna say that again. When you talk to Tank Davis fans, they tell you when he's human, he can have a bad performance. But hold up, didn't y'all tell me he was the greatest fighter outside of Canelo? How can he have a bad fight, but Devin Haney can't? You said Devin Haney ain't shit, but Devin Haney have to go in
Against
there and perform every
Lamont
time.
Roach. And I fuck with Roach, but let's be real, nigga. He wasn't supposed to do that night.
All I'm saying is, if Tank Davis stepping there with Shakur Stevenson, which I know he won't, he gonna get embarrassed by somebody like Shakur Stevenson. That's why you will never see Tank Davis
But
send Shakur Stevenson a contract.
I really can't even. When we talk about Tank, I can't talk about no other fight for Tank until I see that Roach rematch. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't picture that fight nobody else right now besides Roach. Right now, I gotta see that in the rematch, because he got to put this shit to bed.
Oh look, my girl 2 cents. Well, not my bad, bro. But my girl 2 cents say 9-3 is ridiculous. From what I seen, now we can sit down and score the fight together if you want.
I ain't saying no 9-3. I had an 8-4.
But listen. That's not too different, right? But listen, this is my thing, right? If you look at the fight just from the surface level of analyzing the fight, if you look at the fight, the only one who can land the consistency was Roach. The only one who had their jab working was Roach. The only one who landed body shots consistently was Roach. The only person that landed a meaningful shot that hurt their opponent was Roach. So you tell me how that was an even fight anywhere across the board. Tank Davis didn't drop Roach. Tank Davis didn't hurt Roach. Tank Davis wasn't effective to the body. Tank Davis didn't get his jab established. Tank Davis wasn't an effective counterpuncher. All those check marks go to Lamar Roach. The whole fight.
Exactly. Hey, but I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go do some family time. It's Mother's Day around the corner, so.
Oh yeah, bro. Look, man. Hey, this ain't gonna be my last time, but like I said, it was my first time, but it won't be my last time, bro.
No, it's all good. We definitely gonna do this again. I just be running because I really don't even like listening to too many people talk boxing. I just like talking boxing on my own.
Oh no, I got you.
So I'll be on here all the time, man. So artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Shout out to y'all.